Welcome back to Live at 9, Mississippi's favorite doctor, Dr. Quinn. How you doing this morning, first off? Great, great. So, tell me, how does technology affect us as humans? Not just kids, but adults, anyone that uses a phone, iPad, TV.
Well, there are a great deal of benefits from technology. Like right now, I'm able to stay in clinic and still provide health information to the community, but there are very many disadvantages that we don't even think about. For instance, as a doctor, I noticed that people are doing less physical activity. For instance, what led me to this topic was the fact that I was running one day and I saw at the corner of my eye like some kind of lawnmower device mowing someone's yard. And I stopped and took a video and sent it to you. And there was not a person behind it. It had a GPS system on top, and it was guiding the lawnmower to mow the yard. And the person that lives in the home, I know him, and he told me he loves it because he doesn't have to mow the yard anymore. But I know he doesn't run. That's his only form of exercise. And I'm like, he's missing out. And that's the case in a lot of different cases. We're not getting that exercise we used to get doing those chores.
I find myself, if I'm on my phone, it's tougher for me to go to sleep. And I know sleep is such a big thing for us. That light on your phone or your TV, because I try sometimes, I need a little noise, so I'll put something over my eyes so it's dark, and then I listen. And I feel like that's not as bad, but maybe you'll tell me it is. But just the looking at the screen and trying to go to sleep.
Right. And that interferes with your serotonin levels as well as your cortisol levels, because we go through something called circadian rhythms that deal with our sleep, and it helps us so that we can become sleepy and fall asleep. That's our natural tendency as humans. As it gets dark, it's easier for us to sleep. That's why a lot of my patients that work the night shift, I advise them to put aluminum foil in their windows so that the light can't come in and they can go through the normal transformation to get sleepy with their hormones inside of their bodies so that they could get a good night's sleep and go through those circadian rhythms.
Yeah, and I guess that this might sound interesting, but do you feel like people kind of lose track of time on technology, which then affects what they're going to do with their daily lives? Because there are times that I'm on some of these apps and I don't realize all of a sudden I've just spent 30 minutes and it felt like it was 5 minutes. And now I've missed kind of what I was supposed to do, whether it was go to the gym at 9 o'clock and all of a sudden it's 9:15. I'm like, uh-oh, now I got to rush through my gym workout instead of just go and have my full time. Do people lose track of time with this?
Most definitely. I was talking to some medical students just a few weeks ago, and they told me that the whole class decided to take Facebook and Instagram and TikTok off their phones. And I told them I am so happy that those social media options did not exist when I was in med school 200 years ago, because it would have distracted the heck out of me and I probably wouldn't have made it.
So is there a certain time frame that people should be using technology, or is it just, limited throughout the day?
We have to monitor ourselves and train ourselves. So I challenge everyone in the viewing audience to try to take 24 hours with no social media. Just try. My wife and I, we do it all the time. And I just dance in front of the mirror without filming it. And it really works. Just try to train your brain, but take 24 hours at least one day a week with no social media.
Yeah, that's going to be tough for me, Dr. Quinn. You might have to just come take my phone away from me and my computer, and then my boss will be calling me and say, Blake, where are you? And I go, I don't know. Dr. Quinn has my phone. You're the one that could answer it for my boss. Anything else when it comes to technology? Does it hurt our eyes? Because I know sometimes my eyes feel, sore, quote unquote, when I'm looking at my screen very long.
Well, another thing I wanted to mention is the fact of it does decrease active learning. A lot of my teacher patients are telling me that a lot of the reports that they require for their children to produce are being automatically done by AI, artificial intelligence. And this also cuts down on active learning.